This is Dabu7. We have a House Democrat joined by others that has just filed for articles of impeachment against Donald Trump. Here we go. It begins. And anytime you have an impeachment process, it's a long, drawn-out process. And this was always one of the options that I seen coming into the fold here, because I feel like this whole thing with Trump was built to get him in and to basically use him to divide the people. Ever since the election, that's what we've seen. It doesn't help that on the other side of the coin, you have Soros-backed chaos that is infiltrating everything, fueling everything. And the whole thing with Russia, they've been beating this drum for a long time. And it seems now, as they're trying to say Donald Trump Jr. was doing all this stuff with a Russian lawyer and blowing that up, now we have this congressman pushing this. This is Brad Sherman saying that he is pleased that Congressman Al Green has joined him in filing articles of impeachment against Donald Trump. This will begin the effort to get this to the House Judiciary Committee to hold hearings on obstruction of justice and Russian interference in our elections. I've warned about the division in this country multiple times. This is where they're taking this. This is going to fuel it. They'll continue to push this, and they're hoping that later down the road, here within a few months or by year's end, they can get Republicans on board with them. They were mentioning Joe Scarborough, or whatever his name is, jumping ship, the mainstream character, leaving the GOP because of Trump and his antics. And now they're calling into question all this stuff, all the moves he's made in terms of firing Flynn, stopping the probe, firing Comey. They're saying all this was to cover his tracks, and they're trying to go after him. Now, whether you're a Trump supporter or not, they're setting the stage here for a nasty fiasco. And it's just going to cause more division and chaos in this country. And to me, if you can see the bigger picture, that is what some individuals behind the scene out there want more than anything. And what's interesting is, if you've been paying attention to Pence, like I've said before, he has made moves like no other president before him. He created this whole body separate right after he made moves in firing one of these guys. He filed for all this, did it quietly. It's raised some eyebrows, and then started bringing in all this private funding, doing things differently than any other vice president before him. And it's raised a lot of concerns. Now, with this being pushed, all of this is going to be interesting to see how it unfolds, and it's going to affect this whole country, no doubt. And I'm telling you, this has been scripted from the top. It may take some all the way down to the end to finally see it. But I've been saying it from Jump Street. This left-right paradigm, this illusion of choice, and what they're doing here in this country. If they keep you divided, well, your biggest weapon is your numbers. Never forget that. And that's what they constantly work to separate. You stand together, you are the obstacle. It is the one thing they want to stop more than anything. And in my opinion, they're going to push this as far as they can take it. And who knows what we'll see from here. But the circus continues. And this time, the articles of impeachment that they were talking about have actually been filed, and they've got the ball rolling. So I'll leave a link, and I'll continue to update with information connected to this. But like I said, you can guarantee this is going to be used here for more separation between the people. It's time people see the bigger picture of what's happening here and see this world stage for what it really is. This has been Dabu7.